Greetings. I am Minzerry. That's how you say it, yeah. And I have spent about a week developing a mod. You will not know it because it does not exist till now, and it's not published. However, I do need a little help for those who are willing to watch. And also some support. That's always nice. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, I have combined two games that I absolutely love. Minecraft, obviously, and something that might be less known is StarCraft. Vespian, minerals, mineral blocks, obviously. Yellow dust is not part of any game, but a new thing I came up with, which will be relevant a little later. But for now, the concept of these two minerals will be the basics of everything. It's not really established yet, but it is meant to give you everything you need, from the basics of iron to diamonds and even some modded resources as well, into specific machines or ways that could be developed later, because this is early stages. Vespene is more advanced, like think of minerals as iron and think of Vespene as diamond. There's not a lot of things you could do with diamond, but the things you can do with them are very valuable to use. Mineral blocks and yellow dust would be our more niche items and block. This would spawn naturally around the world along with other things. Part of like a little structure that would be naming mineral fields. Yellow dust, that would come later, a little later, but for now, this is gonna be the Protoss box. The naming convention is not important right now, but naming convention is not important right now, but these are basically your like lapis, your magic, your alien technology, advanced plates, and gold advanced plates. There's not much different except for this is basically a colored version of this. I'm planning on using different variety, so advanced plants would be like the foundation of everything for this section, and this is gonna be like all the stuff that you want gold texture of, like armor, blocks, and things. This is boot heel humans, or Terran, as they're officially called, that primarily uses steel as the main resource instead of iron things, because I wanted to use something different. That could always change. These two Vespian canisters are very important to obtain Vespian. This might not be in this section later in development because, you need it for normal gameplay as well if you want to use it correctly. There are these blocks for blocky reasons. Obviously, this is less developed than this one. This one less developed than this one in different ways. This one's least developed, but it's early stages, and I'm very new at modding, let alone code, so it's... And video. Well, technically I had made videos before, but I was like 10. Hopefully I'll get more skilled later on in life. Lastly, Zerg box. Zerg is your xenomorphs, your Tyranids, your Starship, Starship Trooper bugs, and your Terminids. You get your biomass for basically everything you kill, like mobs, horses, fish, and even plants too, seeds. This is basically most of Nether, like your blazes, um, your zombie piglins, stuff that's fire. Oh, Striders. Striders is another good one. Your Bioglow is for your very niche mobs, like Mob, the glow squid, maybe glowberries as well. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Good idea, me. Your bone marrow, that's pretty obvious. If I do say so myself. This one is, I'm not too sure if this is gonna stay. I don't, and maybe it's gonna change. But this is basically your zombies, your undead. That's not undead flesh, basically. And this won't be like really useful or anything. This is more very niche. Then you have your biomass block, your bio rot block, your block StarCraft Voyage bio ash block. Speaking of, this mod is gonna be called StarCraft Voyage. I didn't even think about saying that. Good on me for making a coding mistake. And these are crafting recipes, or will be, would be, have been. These Kaidarin crystals, that's what they're called, Kaidarin, are crafted using 4 Kaidarin shards. The way you get Kaidarin shards, you're using extracting specific minerals from them directly. You don't really craft them. Like a special way that can be, yeah, special ways. Next we have is the advanced plates. Now, it's quite expensive, especially with the special ways, but they're alien tech, and there's no real like way for me to figure out roughly how they were made, so I just kind of plot everything together, and honestly it looks nice. Yeah, it looks nice. Looks nice. Yeah, it looks nice. So this is what yellow dust is for. Yellow dust is for gold advanced plating. It's not actually made out of gold, because gold are too stretchy, not stretchy. Soft. That's soft. That's the word. Oh, let's go here. Yeah, it's weak and soft. Well, probably not weak. It's easily dense, and it's not good for retail. But this is gonna be like steel. Gonna be like a foundation of most. Well, technically, this is gonna be the foundation of most. But this right here is gonna be the foundation of most of the stuff you're gonna make for this section. I know the canisters are empty. Canisters are expensive, especially since you're using 9 steel for the block like any other resource. But this might change. I was gonna have a steel tubes, and this might be a lot cheaper if I use like steel tubes and maybe like a steel slab in there to make it cheaper. Actually more reasonable, but yeah, this is the recipe. It could always change. These are used to create this. Messpine canisters surrounding investment gas. They are created for the purposes of fuel. That is going to be the primary focus for the vanilla playthrough if you're ever going to use mod, the bare minimum mod stuff. Like, they're going to be like better than coal blocks, or well, not. It depends. I don't know yet, but they're gonna be good, and they can't be used in normal furnaces. So there's gonna be like a furnace that I'm gonna make or code in to to use. Then we have bone marrow. It's obvious. It's self-explanatory. There's nothing. Yeah. Yellow dust is explanatory. You use yellow concrete powder and separate into little 9 pieces of dust. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be all the colors of dust, of the dust to use, and that will be a good opportunity to build a lot of stuff. Steel plates, that's kind of self-explanatory, like, woo! Steel plates, wow. Not exciting. Bone meal, because, 3, excuse me. Anyways, that's an issue that needs to be solved. I don't have a crafting table. Yeah, okay. Ignore that. Ignore it. We got biomass blocks, bio rock blocks, bio ash, block StarCraft Voyage bio ash block, and yeah, that's kind of everything. Not everything. Over here, we have important stuff. More or less decisions, but right here, we have the minerals. Nice. We have mineral ore. I wasn't actually planning on doing this, but I'm like really proud of these blocks. I wasn't originally going to make it so that you could go underground, but I'm like, well, it's Minecraft. What are you gonna do? So now you could mine these. Well, not now, because you can. Not yet, anyways, but you would be able to do that. Look at these textures. Like, I did that. I did this. Not the stone, but I did this. I did all this. And that. Speaking of this, this is also the hazard. Like, if you're gonna have sci-fi stuff, might as well have hazard, like, make sure you don't go to dangerous places, all this is texture that I made, but none of them really, like, I'm happy about. This is my favorite out of this one. It's meant to look like steel, but this is more detailed, but it's a little weirdly off. It's a look weird. I can't describe it, kind of weird. But this is like, it looks like stone. Yeah, I don't know. This is the pillars, steel pillars. I like this one. It looks more refined. This one looks a little odd, in my opinion. These are the smooth steel blocks. Cause why not? You know, I don't like any of them. I don't like both of them. So if there's like a way to make it look better, I would. But I don't know. These two are the steel bricks. You know, like who wouldn't want steel bricks? And I like both of them. I like both of them. You know, they're pretty neat. I might keep both of them. Variety, you know. This one is the chiseled steel block. I didn't really know what else to name them besides steel. Oh wow, they look a little odd, a little weirdly cool as well. Oh wow, I didn't even realize that. How did I do that? Yeah. So this is decisions, but I can't. Everything's gonna get a little better, updated. You know. Probably not gonna make another video in like a week. That's kind of it. Nothing really else to say except hopes and prayers, you know. So I guess goodbye. See you next time, maybe. Oh, if you're gonna, I would appreciate criticism and advice and help, you know. But if you're gonna criticize me, please, I would like to be asked something nice to boost my willingness to make this dream mod. Yeah, the mod that I wanted to make for, oh god, ever since I played Minecraft and was like, oh wow, I want to play Minecraft and StarCraft, because I remember researching like Minecraft, StarCraft or whatever, and these like bad and videos. And since then I always wanted to play a mod, and recently I'm like, fine, I'll do it myself, Thanos style. It's not snapping, but yeah. I have huge plans, huge plans, but they can't be accomplished if it doesn't happen, you know. So this is kind of my love letter to two games I played throughout my childhood. The only two games I actually remember playing throughout my childhood. You know, Minecraft's been not too much for me to play, so it's kind of not too much fun anymore. I would get tired. StarCraft is actually quite similar. So, yeah, StarCraft Voyage is coming out whenever it does. Goodbye and good night. Good afternoon and farewell. Whatever's.